Well, hello everybody. It's Sunday afternoon, and I decided today that I'm going to make a clock, like an analog clock that you see on the wall in CSS. I thought it might be fun to make it, draw it in CSS, and then make it actually tick, like make it work. And if we have time, maybe allow the user to set the time. That'd be cool. So I don't know. I'll draw it real quick. It'll be really simple. You've all seen clocks before. This is it. It's like super simple. It'll be a circle and then a bunch of ticks, 12 to be exact, one for each hour. And then I think I'm going to do 3 hands, an hour, a minute, and a second hand. That way it'll be fun. We can see the second hand just keep ticking all the time. Make sure you can see that. Yeah, there you go. I was thinking about this before I started the video, and I don't think I'll be able to do this in one single div. The reason being, I have 3 hands, which I have to animate individually. So I don't think I can do that with one div and 2 pseudo elements. I also learned it's pretty hard to dynamically animate pseudo elements with JavaScript. It's pretty easy in regular CSS. You just put a little transition animation property on in the CSS, but in JavaScript it's a little harder to do. Additionally, in jQuery, there's all sorts of hacks on the internet how to do it. So we're going to stick with regular elements for those. The other thing I did before this video is I just found a random color scheme that I liked, and I called it clock. So this is what we're going to use. Cool. That being said, just because I am not going to use one CSS clock, just because I can't do one single div, that doesn't mean I'm going to try to use as many as I can. I'm going to do quite the opposite, actually. I'm going to try to limit this to maybe 4 divs, a clock, and then 3 hands. Okay, cool. So let's get started. I guess the body will be this color. It's beautiful. That'll be our background. We don't need JavaScript for now. We will later, though. And let's make a clock. So a clock's going to be a circle, and I think the clock element itself will have all the tick marks. Yeah. Okay. So this thing will be in the center. I have no idea how big this clock's going to be. Maybe let's try 400 pixels. Sure, I'll save. And just so we can see, well, I guess the background color can be white. That's fine. Cool. And we need to be a circle, so that's border radius 50%. Cool, that'll be a big clock, but that'll be fine. The clock that I'm imagining has like a border around it, so maybe we can do border. I don't know, it'd be pretty thick. 16 pixels solid, maybe 24. That looks good. I don't know, the clock will be this color, jelly bean. Great. Okay, now I could make 12 elements to be all the ticks, but I've been learning how to do background image, and we're going to try that. It's going to be a lot of syntax, a lot of code, but I think it'll be fun. I don't think I've done this in one of my videos before. So let's give this a shot. I've used box shadow before in my videos where I can have many shadows of a single div or element. This is kind of going to be similar, but it gives me a little more power in background image of what I can do. So what this looks like, I can do a couple different things. I can do radial gradients and linear gradients. I think I can do other gradients, but these are the only ones I know how to do. So I can say linear gradient. And by default, these things take like where I want to go, like left to right, top to bottom, whatever, and I'll just kind of gradient things. People that draw in CSS kind of hack these together. So I'll kind of show you why. So I'm going to say like to right, and then I can say like blue to green, and this will like give me a nice gradient. That's kind of neat, right? That's a weird looking clock. It looks like a lava lamp or something. Where you can get fancy is these parameters take like a percentage. So I can say, well, only go blue to like 10% of the thing and then green the rest. So you can kind of see that there. And then I can start green at 10. Yeah, right. So there's no gradient. It's like blue stops at 10, green starts at 10. If I don't, maybe I could do like real green starts at 50. What happens there? So I can kind of see the gradient going. So we can do some neat things here. Why do I think this is neat, and why are we using this for the clock? Well, if you look at my picture, I need really 12 tick marks. And I think the easiest way to draw them is just draw like a bunch of like straight lines across my circle, and then I will lay an element on top just to show, basically cut my long lines into tick marks. So what does that look like? So to right, so boom to boom. Oh, shout out to Lynn Fisher, who is super cool. She is the coolest. Yeah, she's has talks and blog posts about how to draw in CSS. I think I've talked about her before, but this is kind of where I learned this background image trick. Okay. And before we go on, I can start layering these on, so it will look super goofy. But I can do another one, maybe like to bottom, and this will be like purple and red. Linear gradient to bottom, purple and red. Is this over top of it? Yeah, okay, so they're just sitting on top of it, but it's kind of hard to see, but I can layer them on top just like box shadow, so we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to draw a line from the top to the bottom, basically, and then figure out how to hide that stuff later. So to right, blue is this. So really I want to say like, well, actually if I say 0 here, green will just start at 50. What if I say transparent? And then green starts at 50, and then what if I just want a green line? Well, I could say transparent starts at 51%. Will that work? Oh, this needs to be 50%, right. Cool, so you just have a long green line. What if I start this at 50? Do I have anything? No, it's 51. Great, that's exactly what I want. So that's a line, it's pretty solid. I'm looking at it real close. Okay, I don't really want a green line, I want something off of this. How about blue yonder? What does that look like? Oops. Yeah, that'll work. So I'm just gonna basically draw a bunch of these every 30 degrees, I guess. So I can do another one, but this time I can say, well, let's just do this by hand again. So I can say like to bottom probably, and that'll go from top to bottom, yeah, to bottom. And then, I don't know, red, purple. Right, okay, so I got one from top to bottom. But really what I want to do is I want to squish this, so this would be my, 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock ticks. I want to squish this at the middle, so I can say transparent all the way up to 50%, that's cool. And then at 50%, I want that, whatever color that was, this thing. Okay, just making sure you can see me. Yeah, cool. Okay. This thing would start at 50 and then I'll go transparent the rest of the way. So that's neat. I don't really have a gradient anymore, but I filled the bottom of my circle starting at 50% and going down with this color. But then I just want to say everything after my little like 1% line will be transparent. Cool. Now it looks like a gun scope. Now I want a couple more, but this time instead of to bottom or to right, I think I can do like a percentage here. So let's see, if this is 90, so 30, 60, 90, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yeah, so I'll do 30%. I have to, oh no, 30 degrees. I would have expected that to go here. Is it negative 30 degrees? Huh, that's odd. Okay. And I want another one of 30 degrees. That's that one. And then I guess I want one 60 degrees. Is that right? Why is 60 degrees this one? Is it starting at this side? That's not what I was expecting. And negative 60. Yeah, okay. So that's basically all my lines. I think they're proportional. Yeah. So it looks goofy right now, but you can kind of see 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Back to 1. Great. But it's a dumb looking clock, right? When I pull the chat up, is anyone saying that's a dumb clock? Oh, D. Freds is commenting. He's a buddy, and his daughter Vivian is learning CSS. Maybe you can put this clock up in her room so she can tell the time and when she knows nap time is over. Does Vivian have any questions, Derek? Okay. Okay. So let me make sure I have the chat up so I don't miss these. Great. I have both YouTube chat and live edu chat open, so I gotta organize them on my other monitor. All right. So that's cool. Now I want to overlay, I guess, some white stuff on my clock. I've got too many things on my screen. Okay. And maybe I want to put like a little dot here. I guess that's where the hands come out. Right? There's like a little like device that they're all attached to. So linear gradients stack on top of each other, which we kind of learned when we tried to put that blue-green one on and then the red-purple one. We couldn't see the red-purple one because the blue-green was on top. So I want to lay something on top of all of this stuff. So linear gradients are linear. But the other one I know how to do, I've been reading about it, is a radial gradient, which is a circle gradient. What do I want to do first? I want to do that white stuff. So I want to make these look like ticks instead of weird looking other things. So I can do a radial gradient, and that takes similar properties. But I kind of want to make, I made a big white radial gradient. I want to make a circle starting at the center, so circle at center. And then I want to say white, I don't know, like half of the thing. And then transparent. So what I want to do, yeah, you're kind of seeing what I'm doing here. I want to make like a white circle and then transparent for a little bit and then another white circle. Maybe this will help if I make this like green. So that's green, and then I want to stop it. So like transparent starts at 50%. Right. And then I want to stop it there. Transparent at like 60%, and then green at 60%. Is that what I want? Yeah, cool. So I'm kind of overlaying this stuff. So now I only have ticks. Again, I could have made 12 divs to make these ticks, but I thought this was kind of cooler. It's a lot of code, but it's a lot of duplication. So now if I make these white again, I have little ticks. And I think this should be maybe like 65. These all have shadows on them. That's not cool. I don't like that. Why do they have shadows on them? We'll have to fix that later. I don't quite understand that. I don't know. Okay, so this is my tick marks. It's starting to look like a clock now. The only other thing I want to do is I think I want to just put like a dot in the center. So that'll even sit on top of the white one. So that'll be at the top. Background image is weird. That it doesn't cascade like top to bottom. The things below don't cascade things above. It's the actual opposite. So I want to put this on top. It has like the highest z-index if you think about it that way. So to make a circle in radial gradient, I think I can just say I want a circle at center, like some color at like 8 pixels big. So this color, where's my color? This color. Eight pixels big. And then the rest will be transparent, starting at 8 pixels the rest of the way. Is that how that works? Oh, I just broke everything. Circle at center. Some color at 8 pixels. What did I mess up? Transparent at 8 pixels. Looks good to me, man. I messed it all up. Why did that break? So that's that, but I want to put a circle. I want to put a green circle at center, which is 8 pixels wide, and then start another one. Do I have to put this at like 9? Nope, broke everything. Circle at center. Oh, radial gradient. That's why. Gradient. There we go. And I think I can start this at 8. 8. So you can kind of see what's going on. This circle will just go the rest of the way. But I say, nope, transparent the rest of the way. So again, I can draw a circle in CSS just fine and put it in the middle of things. But I'm learning how to use background image so I can get multiple items in a single div, and multiple similar items in a single div. So instead of green, I want that color. I think I have it in here. This guy. No, that's gray. I want blue yonder. Okay, so it's starting to look like a clock. Great. Fantastic. That's fine with me. So now I need some hands. Hour hand. To be honest, there's like a bigger hand and a smaller hand. I think the hour hand is the smaller hand. Does anyone know? Taking volunteers? Anybody? Okay, I'll Google it. So like 3 p.m. clock. Which one's the smaller hand? The smaller hand is the hour. Okay. So, cool. I still don't understand why there's shadows on my little guys there. 60 degrees, transparent to 50, then I got a color, and then transparent 51. Do I have to do this? No, then they just move. I don't know. There'll be shadows forever. What if I do like 50.5? Okay, no problem. Okay, so I have an hour hand. An hour hand will be hour smaller. Thank you, Derek. He knew that. I didn't. We will just what is this? It'll just be a stick. So yep, and the height will be, how big is our thing? So this will be like halfways, little halvesies. And if we're 400, maybe like 200 pixels. The width is, I don't know, like 8 pixels. I need a color. Oops. Maybe I'll use this color, blue sapphire. Cool, so it's over there, so we have to move it. So I want to put it, well, I want to put it in the center, I guess. So margin auto, and then great, and that's like way too big. So how about like 50? 80. Cool, and we'll just move this up. Up. Yeah, that'll work. So the hour is 12. And we'll do like a border radius of, I don't know, 4 pixels. Yeah, that looks nice. I don't really like that they're different colors. I'm gonna make them all the same color. Yeah, I kind of like that better. All right. Let's just practice moving this. So to move it, I will animate something. Transformed. Is it animate? I don't know. Let's just try stuff. I think I can just rotate the thing. I don't really know if it's rotate X or rotate Y or both. But if I do like 50 degrees, what do I get? It did that. That's annoying. So like the whole thing moved. Well, that's dumb. Oh, I think I can give it a transform origin of, what is this, the bottom? Yeah, cool, okay. So I don't want it to transform in the middle because then like it's not anchored to my little dot right here. But now, since the origin's the bottom, yeah, it just moves. So does this work? So at 0, it's noon. At 90, it's 3. At 180, it's, 180, it's 6. 270, it's 9. Back to that. Okay, cool. That was fairly straightforward. Let's do a minute hand. Minute hand. And to be honest, I think I could just copy and paste. I'll just make it longer. So, like that. And then we got to move it up a little bit. Cool. And we'll make a different color just for now. Orange. And does this one work the same? Probably. Oh, minute hand. Cool. I kind of like this color. I like orange. Oh well. It'll go back. It'll go back to what it was. All right. So that's that. And then the second hand will be the same even further. But maybe it's like skinnier, like 2 pixels. Yeah, that works. So this is the second hand. Alright, so that was easy. So that's 12:15 and 30 seconds. Oh, there's my clock. What do you think? Silence. Alright, cool. So that's the clock in as few divs as I can do. Well, I guess I could, I don't know. I could have done less divs, but that doesn't matter. That's pretty few. So the next thing I want to do is make it tick. And I guess I want to make it tick. Like, I guess I want it to tell real time. I can make it just tick in CSS, but I think I need some JavaScript in here to figure out the actual time. And that's fairly straightforward. I can just say var date equals new date. New date. And that'll tell me the date, and then I can go get the minutes and the seconds and the hours fairly easily. I think that it's just like var minutes is date.get minutes, I think. Var hour, I'll do seconds, date get seconds, and var hours equals date.get hours. I think the hours is going to be in 24-hour time, which is not what I want. So JavaScript get hours in 12-hour format. How do I do that? No, I don't want to do regex. Yeah, this looks familiar. I get it at 11, mod it by 12, add 1. So if it's 11, it'll be 22. Yeah, I trust you, Stack Overflow. So this is really something that looks like this. And let's just console log that out. Console to log. Hours, colon, minutes, space, seconds. Hours, minutes, seconds. Cool. 5, 24, and 42 seconds. Yeah, okay, that's right. Great. You guys are quiet today. You sure you can hear me? I'm just going to test it. And 42 seconds. Yep, I can hear myself. Okay. So, that's cool. What are we going to do with that? So I have to convert that somehow to degrees. Okay, let's think about this. So if hours is 12, 1, 2. So 12 is 0. Well, I guess I have 12 options, right? 12 options. So this would be 0. This would be how many? 30. So 1 o'clock is 30 degrees, 60, 90. 3 times 30 degrees. Okay, so I can say like var hour degrees equals hours times 12, because if it's 1 o'clock, I want 30 degrees. Okay, and then how many options of minutes do I have? There's 60 minutes. 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, so 6. Okay. Degrees. Degrees. Minute degrees. And that would be 6. Yeah. I can't spell degrees. And second degrees. Did I get that right? The math? I hope. Okay. Well, let's console log it out. So let's just do a test. If it's 527, I want 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, and like close to 180. So let's see what it is. Clear. Save. Go. Oh, hour, minutes, seconds, 60, 66. Let's ignore this for a little bit. So minutes is 28. That's close to 180. Yeah, I trust this. Okay. We'll find out soon enough. All right. So now I have to set it. We're going to use jQuery. Sue me. We're going to do it. So I have to set the minute, the hour hand. If you want to rewrite this in plain JavaScript, be my guest. But I think I can do it. Transition and then animation is hour degrees. Is that right? Hour hand CSS transition. Oh, rotation. The other way around. Will it execute? Save. So I want the small guy to be like down here. Refresh. Nope. Why not? Transform, not transition. Ran, not rotation, rotate. There we go. But it's at 2 o'clock. Lame. Okay, let's think about this. It's not, okay, it's not 12. everyone is 30 degrees. 30, 60, 90 is 30. Yeah, that's right. So 1 o'clock is 30, because 5 o'clock I went 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, yeah. And these would be 6 because these are... Yeah. Okay. So this is the same, but it's minute, and this is minute degrees. So we should see this like over here. Actually, it's 31 now, yep. And same with the seconds. Cool. Okay, now I just want to make it update all the time. So I'll wrap this in a function. How do I want to do this? Sure, function update time. How about update clock? Cool, we'll tidy that up. And then we'll call it. So I want to do this every minute, or every second rather. So set interval call update clock. And do that every second. Every second. Cool. I like it. That's kind of fun. Okay, that went pretty quick. Let's, for fun, let's make it be able to take stuff, I guess. So I want to pass it stuff. So I want to say like update. Actually, I want to do this. Stop clock. I want to make it stop updating. I want to set it myself. Update clock. Like 9:25 and 0 seconds. Or something. To do that, this needs to take stuff. So hours, minutes, seconds. And then these just need to come out. Hours, minutes, seconds. Okay, so I'll comment this out for a second, comment this out for a second. And it should now be 9:25. And it is, cool. What about like 9:01? Cool. How about 1:01? Huh, fun, cool. Well, that was easy. So now I just need to make this a function, I guess. Update clock. Hours, minutes, seconds. Great. Where's my clock, everybody? What do you think? Why is it freaking out? Oh, every time I reset it. I guess I should call it, is it like freak out when it first loads? It does. Okay. So, because this doesn't call for the first second. That's silly. So, maybe... I need another function. Set clock with current time. And I'll just call it right when it loads too, I guess. Set clock with current time. And set clock with it's just that. Okay, so now if I reload, it'll just call that method right away. Cool. It is 5:20 or 36. I made a clock. Is there anything I can add? Anybody? Anybody in the chat? Negative. Cool. Well, I think that's good for this stream. If there's anything I can add, let me know. Thanks again for Lynn Fisher for writing all about how to do this linear gradient and this radial gradient. Cool. See you next time.